Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 8 of the Definitive Wrestling Toy Belt Collection. Today we are going to be doing the United States Championships. We have a couple of these. So this is the first of the United States Championships. So the United States Championship was a title that was in WCW, and when WWE and WCW merged, or WWE bought over WCW, they took the United States Championship, and the United States Championship was the WCW variant of the Intercontinental Championship, for all intents and purposes. Some would argue the WCW TV title was the Intercontinental Championship, but it's hearsay, it's here or there. But the United States Championship was the one that's still around today and is on WWE. There was a point where the Intercontinental Championship was on Raw and the United States Championship was on SmackDown, and that is very similar to what it is today, actually, now that I think about it. So, this is the first version of the United States Championship. It is by Jakks. This is one of the ones that I owned in my youth, which is actually in very nice condition. And this is 2003 World Wrestling Entertainment Inc. 2003 Jakks Pacific Incorporated, all rights reserved, made in China. So yes, this is the first version of it. It's very, very colourful. That's one of the things about the United States Championship, it is very good with the colour. It's a very nice looking United States Championship, actually. The Attitude logo really kind of stands out, really sticks out. It says, of course, here, World Wrestling Entertainment, a nice shine to it. These little bits here are a little bit basic, but good in terms of the, and again, good in terms of what it is. Because of course this is the main release one, the one that was available in the shops. You can see a lot of intricate detail in the eagle over here, right above the Attitude Era and Attitude Era logo, and a little star on it. Of course, the United States flag in the background. So on to our next one, which I believe is number 47, and this is the United States Spinner, which does of course actually spin. This is when John Cena won the United States Championship. I think it was the second time that he won the United States Championship. He turned it into the spinner. As you can see, it's got all this star logo across the outside of it, and it obviously has the big bling. And the whole idea of the spinner was it was meant to be like a DJ disc, you know, like for spinning, because John Cena's whole gimmick was rapping, and that's what that was supposed to be. But that got lost along the way, and later when the WWE Championship was made, they just went with the whole idea of the spinner and just thought, well, we could just spin the WWE logo and it works that way, even though John Cena had kind of stopped rapping by that point. So that is the hidden lore of that. This made in 2005, World Wrestling Entertainment, 2005 Jakks Pacific, with the R logo, I assume that's copyright, Inc., and all rights reserved. So, and also it has this very nice look, this kind of nice texture to it, which is very, very cool. So yes, this was widely available in the shops. I don't know how easy it is to get nowadays. This is one that I had from when I was young, so I never had to go and collect this as a collector, but I don't think this is easy to get, especially in very good high quality condition, because this wears very easily. You can see here it's got all the markings around the sides and such. So very cool looking belt. Next one, this one's relatively easy to come by. This is the Attitude Era logo, which of course Attitude across the top here. You can see this was made by Mattel. It's obviously a lot smaller than the other belts. Let me just show you the other spinner for the size comparison. You can see much smaller in terms of size, and it's, instead of being white, they've just went with this gold motif around the entire thing. This has the logo here, which is 2010 WWE. It says made in China and Mattel, followed by a string of numbers. So this is one that I bought years later as a collector. One thing it does have is this is more detailed than what the original one was, and they've put a lot more detail into these little bits here, but it's, I don't really like the just gold version. I think I prefer the gold white version of the first one that we saw. And then the fourth one that released is the first of the Slam City, so belt buckles. Now, whether you count this as a belt or not, that's up to you. I saw it there, it was available, and there's only 3 of these Slam City belts, but let's take a look at it. So, the way that it works is, this opens up, comes with a little Slam City figure. This one's Kofi Kingston, and yeah, fairly basic. It comes with a little belt buckle, so you can wear it as a belt. I think you can, this part can come off and you can flick the character or something. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but yeah, that is what it is what it is. And nothing too special if I'm honest. There's no coloration to it. They do have the mould for it, so the mould is certainly World Wrestling Entertainment WWE United States Championship, and it is from Slam City. That's all I've got to say about that, not much, if I'm honest. The next one, so this came out a little bit after, which is Mattel once again, and you can see that this one is the modern logo version of the United States Championship. You can see this has quite a little bit of differences from the previous one. Let's just compare the two, and you can see for yourself. Is it a lot of similarities? I think these side plates are actually, no, they're not the same, because of course this is molded with the modern logo on it. Both say World Wrestling Entertainment. The main part difference here is this part in the centre. It still goes with the gold and red motif. Honestly, I think I prefer the Jakks one, which was released years before, this gold, white and red. But Mattel, this is what you get, and let us take a look onto the back of this one. This one, it says here 2014. Get used to seeing that 2014, you'll be seeing that quite a lot, even for things that didn't come out in 2014, but that is what they are determined to tell you. So just fold this over, connect this. I just realised both of these are the fluffy part, and neither of these are the actual bit that connects. So this was not originally owned by me, this was second hand. I got it years later as a collector. So that's the story behind that one. And then we have this rather strange one where, oh my goodness, now that would be done arrived very quickly. This one is red, white and gold, but this one, rather than the usual 3 side plates, actually has 5 side plates. Now, there's no texture on these whatsoever, it's just a plain sticker, as you can see. But this one does have all the model texture on it. You can see that is all 3D. But it's very strange to have the 5 side plates. This is the only one that has the 5 side plates on it. And if you check the back, you can see it's quite a little bit different. But this one is 2016, made by Jakks rather than by Mattel. So I'm not sure how they managed to get a belt out by Jakks rather than Mattel. I don't know what was going on with the company there, but it's very interesting because it's not like it went from Mattel back to Jakks, because if we look at the next one, and this is the newest version of the belt, so this is really the main change of the United States Championship. This belt has been the same for quite a long time. It obviously changed when Cena took hold of the belt and made it into the spinner, but this is where it changes into the modern version, which is currently being held by Sheamus, I believe, at this point of recording. And a lot of people didn't like it, but I honestly think it's quite good. It's got a lot of detail in it, it's got a lot of colour, the ego looks really nice. They've got this lovely red and white part over here, and it's got the stars at the top. Side part, that's your basic kind of WWE logo area. This bit, they tried to keep that across all of them, but I do like this interesting new plate that they've went with. I think that's quite nice. And if we look at the back here, this one, it's a little bit harder to read, but it says 2020 Mattel, but I guarantee you that that was not released until 2021, because I got it slightly before release, and yes, not sure how I got it before release. I just pre-ordered it, and it showed up before the belt was supposed to come out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to argue with that. So yes, that's very nice. But yes, so that is it for the United States Championships. So the next video is going to be the Intercontinental Championships, but we're going to take a bit of a break between this one and the recording of this video and the recording of the next video. So the next video might look a little bit different. The camera might be in a different position, there might be a bit different background, but we will eventually get round to finishing these belts, I hope. So if you've enjoyed this series so far, it has been quite a lot of time and effort and money that has went into collecting all these belts. If you do like the effort that we've put in, please do give us a like, share it with your friends, share it with all of your other collectors. Please leave a comment, even if it's just to say nice job. I do appreciate that. Or if you've got any questions, or if you've got any information on any of the other belts, please do let me know. I'm always interested in these. And again, if you have any of the belts that I'm missing, please do let me know, because I'm always interested in them, especially for the right price. I'm not going to go crazy in terms of money, but I will give you a fair price. I'm not going to try and cheap out on you either. And yes, so that is it for the United States videos, the United States Championship videos. Remember that you can check out the playlist of all the other belts, and yes, we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.